Hello guys, we are back. So, we got another rocket ready. Well, let's go ahead and launch this rocket. Um, we have been launching quite a few of them, found a bunch of planets. Um, what I have been up to, let's let this go. So what I've been up to is we've been launching these rockets. We've been finding new planets. Let's see, Morgana, Babana, Banana, Bana, Fofana, Fee, Fi. Okay. Scan surface. What I've been doing is I've been scanning the surface of all these planets, and once it's completed its scan, I've been taking a screenshot, and then I've been deleting the scan. That way, I at least have a map of where I'm going when I get to those places. The reason I'm deleting them is my frames per second, ups per second, was great, and then all of a sudden it dropped like a stone down to about 14. And I figured out what it was because I was scanning all these planets, it just took up a crap ton of the processing and a crap ton of the memory, and just kind of killed my FPS. So we deleted all of them. We screenshotted them. I have a folder with all of them that I've got them screenshotted, so that'll help me out there. Let's see, what else have I been up to? Oh yeah. The other day, they delivered my home gym, so now I have my free gym membership for the next couple of days. So they did that. I got 4 cords of wood to stack, so 7, 8, 20 wheelbarrows a day until I get it done. So there's that. What else have I been doing? Oh yeah, we've got the reason I'm filming. We've got another coronal mass coming. In 18 minutes. It's coming to orbit, so we're going to go up there and watch it. I've also been, I don't want to, you know what, let's do this. Let's go ahead and go up there. As you can see, what I opted to do is I opted to pull down most of my stuff up there. I brought it all down. We'll go up, you'll see there's hardly anything up there. I figure what gets hit, and we'll go from there. I'm taking up a cargo landing pad, and I'm taking up some warehouses, and we're going to plop those down after it hits, and we're going to send everything up, and then we'll rebuild. We'll go back up there and rebuild. So let's go ahead and go up there, and we'll talk about the rest of it while we're up there. Yeah, I know, 17 minutes. So since I took down the landing pad, we have to do general vicinity and launch. So yeah, so what I did is I went ahead and took everything down. Forgot how noisy these are already. I took everything down, with the exception of the tanks, because I figure, come on, too fast, too far. I figure that will, if one of them gets hit, they get hit. But if we can, at least kind of grab, at least save the rest of it, bring it all down, and keep it out of the way. We can send it back up in a little bit, and go from there. The other thing I've been doing, and once we get on land here and we get this all picked up, I have been making literally a metric ass ton of landfill. Like I had said, we're gonna start to expand the base, and I've been doing some looking and some thinking, and I've started to fill in. What was that? That's a meteor. I have started to fill in the map as far as water, with the exception of where I need water, just to give us some working space. we want all this scrap because we'll take it back down with us, planet side, and recycle it into junk. Alright, there we go. So now where's the space platform? Space platform's over there. So we get over to the space platform, I'll pull up the map, I'll show you what we've been up to. We got a couple of minutes. So, like I said, I tore everything down. And then I spread all the rest of the stuff that I could spread out, I spread out. We're going to pick some of it up while we're up here. There's no sense having it down if we can save it. Can we pick that up? We can pick that up. We can pick that up. There we go. Let's pick up the solar panels. We don't need them right now. And we're just going to hang out up here, and we're going to wait for this thing to hit. We're not going to pick the pipes up that already have fluid in them. I couldn't pump that into anything. I guess I could have put a tank down and pumped it into the tank, but why? We'll just leave that little bit. Everything else, I back pumped all of the fluid that I could back into these tanks just to kind of save it, and what we can save, we can save. What we can't, we can't. So that's the deal there. Let's pick up the radar. Do we want to pick this sucker up too? You know what? We'll leave the pylon. If it comes to being hit, we'll pick it up real quick. I also brought up, where are they? I brought up some repair kits. So if we need to, we can do that. And then once we're done, I'm going to lay this cargo pad down. And I'm going to lay these warehouses down around the cargo pad and set up inserters. And then we can just send some robots up, or some robots. We can send some ships up. We can bring everything back up, and then we can fly up here and set it up. Okay, so, in the meantime, let me show you what I've been up to. Navis. Where are we at? Navis. View surface. Map. Alright, so, like I say, I have been making a shit ton of landfill. We filled this in. That was a big chunk of our map that if we wanted to build across here, we can't build across here. So we filled that in. We filled this one in with the exception of where the two pumps are. And we're going to move those pumps, and then we're going to fill that in. And then we're going to fill this one in above the railroad track. We're going to leave this water down here. This water we're going to use, I'll show you. But we're going to fill this in. That's going to give us this big section here to build in. That should be plenty to build stuff in. The other thing that I did is I went down here and we started a power plant, a serious power plant. This is a 12 reactor plant. I got it off of the Factorio blueprint page or website or whatever you want to call it. But that power plant covers, or it's a 12 reactor plant, so we got power for days. Now what I did do is I did bring these guys down here and set them up in two banks. I haven't decided whether I'm going to hook them in yet or not. They're down there, they're set up, we'll see. But I figured I'd put it all out here in the middle of the water. It's out of my way. The biters can't get to it if they get in, etc., etc. And it'll stay there fat, dumb, and happy. This is an unregulated plant, so it will just produce power. But I figure I have enough uranium at this point that I should be fine. This one's getting low. It's down to 280K. As soon as this gets down low, though, I've got another one set up here. This one is 1.5 million uranium. It's already set up. It's already got the train stops. I just have to tell the train to go to that one instead of that one. So we should be good to go. There should be no drop in production. And gosh knows we have a bunch of uranium coming in. So yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing is I've been filling in water. I also have been going over, and you can see this one's completely cleared. Is I went through and I picked up all the rocks and all the remaining trees, By remaining trees, I mean the ones that are left after I took a flamethrower to everything else, because I've been going crazy like it's Brazil. I've been burning forests down like mad. Not that that's a good thing in reality, but in this game it is certainly a good thing to get the trees out of our way. And I just been torching trees, and then whatever's left, I'm picking them up. We're gonna do something with the leftover trees at some point. Maybe we'll start making wooden plates and make green circuits out of those, or maybe we'll burn them. We'll see. But yes, I've been torching forests like mad. This game, I tell you, this game is a conservative person's utopia. It's build, 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 destroy the environment. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I've been going crazy on, you know, filling things in, filling water in. We got all this filled in. We got this filled in. We got that filled in. So that's what we're doing. I've got a mine down here that's doing nothing but making landfill. I've got one here that's doing nothing but making landfill, and I've got one up here that's doing nothing but making landfill. And you know, it might be a little wasteful, but I don't care. We need the space. So there we go. That's what we got going, guys. So, you know, and I've been slowly but surely picking this stuff up. There's a lot of it from this ruins mod. I found one that I will have to show you guys. It's a ruin I've never seen before, and I don't know what the material is it's made of. It's on another planet. I can't map it, but it says SOS. I've never seen that in ruins mod before, so that's a new one. I'm kind of digging it. So we got 9 minutes left. That's what we got going. I brought up a bunch more scaffolding. We're going to build this area out just for shits and giggles, to give ourselves more room. We're not going to build into it right now. I have a blueprint for what our place was. Oh, there we go. That's all of it. We done used it up. I have a blueprint for what our place was, and we're just going to plop that blueprint back down, let the bots rebuild everything, and go from there, and just let it go, because we're doing all right on research. We picked up a couple of other things. One of the other things I did add as a mod to the game is I now have Knox's water fill. So I can go back and open up areas if I need to. These are not that expensive at this point. I mean, early on, explosives would be a bitch to make, but that's going to give us, you know, the ability to do what we need to do to clean up where we put tiles that we shouldn't have done. Word of warning: don't put them underneath of you. You will die, and it's an instant kill. You don't even get to move out of the way. As soon as you put it down underneath of you, you're dead. And you can either, you know, load or respawn or whatever. I've done it 4 times now. I've killed myself. Is what it is. I've killed myself a lot in this game anyway. So that's what we've got going. Right now we're just kind of waiting for this coronal mass to come. I figured that was going to be a lot easier than trying to protect from it. Yes, that's what I thought. They're just meteorites like everything else. So we're not going to go around and harvest them. But yeah, we've got ourselves a fair bit of planets to choose from now. I was kind of looking around. You can sort by threat level and such, and I've got a lot of them that have no biters. Now, a fair amount of these are orbits. Orbits don't have biters for obvious reasons. But there's a fair number of planets that, you know, don't have any biters, that have resources on them that we can, you know, we can go to and we can move into and not have to worry about building walls or protection or anything else other than, you know, the umbrella protection from coronal mass. So we may at some point, you know, move everything to one of these, but I think in the interim, we're certainly going to look at harvesting from some of these. Some of the other ones are pretty low. We may consider those, but we're definitely not going down here to Antonio and hoping to do that one anytime soon. Not with a 60% coverage. There is one of these, and I'm not sure which planet it is, that literally the spot you land in is biters. There's biters right in the center of the map. So we're gonna have to, if we go to that one, we're gonna have to go to that one planning on coming out guns blazing. And we'll have to take some walls and some turrets and stuff with us and establish a little foothold, I guess. But yeah, this is kind of cool. You can sort by, a bunch of different things. Now, one of the other things that I am going to look at is Callidius, and we're going to, eventually come out here and build solar panels. And we've already got ourselves a little bit of an area that we can kind of build in, and then we can expand from there, which will be nice, starting out, because we can build on this. Should be able to, I'm assuming. We'll find out. Not any time in the very near future, because right now, like I say, what our plan is to continue to build here and build into this area. I thought about, just for giggles, on a separate save, and tell me what you guys think. I thought about, as a separate game, not part of this whole series, running a wall out here or a line out here and just coming all the way across the planet. And I think what I'll probably do if I do that is take advantage of all of this water so that I don't have to fight as many biters, and maybe come across here, down, over, follow this down with landfill, come over, basically come all the way to this edge and see if there is actually an edge there, and see if it stops me from going any further. I'm curious to see, because if that's the case, I mean, we've cleared a fair chunk here. If we cleared in sections, we could at some point completely clear Navis of biters. I mean, it would be forever to do it, obviously. Although with the Spidertron, I don't know if you guys have played with the Spidertron or not, but I'm finding personally on my other game that, man, that Spidertron, if you've got a couple of reactors in the Spidertron and personal defense lasers, and then a couple of personal defense a couple of reactors and a bunch of personal defense lasers on your body, and you've got bots and repair kits, that thing, you can just walk through biters. I've walked through the middle of some huge biter patches and just wiped them out. To me, I think it's a little OP. I'm not complaining, though. I like it, but it is OP. Now, I have heard of people putting nuclear missiles on it and accidentally nuking themselves, or the spider bot accidentally nuking itself. So I don't recommend that. But yeah, that's that's the deal there. So while we're waiting, that's what I plan to do. Is I'm gonna build up the base, and then we're gonna start coming out here to space on a serious basis, I guess, if you will. It was suggested that I start building the scaffolding stuff in mass, and I'm going to do that, what have you. So I'm curious what you guys think. What else you guys think I ought to do, or what direction I should head. I'm like I say, right now my plan is to continue to build, and build towards science in space. Do you guys think I should move to another planet? I don't know. We got a pretty good foothold there, but it's not like we couldn't pack everything up in a box and ship it someplace else where there's no biters, or something like that. That's doable, and there are some planets that have all of the minerals on them. So, we'll see. The other question I have for you guys, when you guys are playing Factorio, not when you're recording, because obviously when you're recording there are issues of copyright and things like that, but when you're not, do you guys have a playlist that you listen to, music or something like that? I'm just curious what you guys have. Do you guys listen to something? I have kind of a running playlist on YouTube that I use, and I'm just curious if you guys have any tunes. What genre of music do you get you going while you're playing? Do you listen to some, cool jazz or something to calm you down, or do you listen to heavy rock so you can go kill things, or do you do a combination of both? I'm just curious. So that's what I know, and that's what we got going here. It looks like we got 3 minutes to kill. And that means, me talking to myself, and you guys don't want to talk, listen to me do that, I guess. I don't know. But that's what we got. Let's see. What else we got that I found in Nabis? Anything? Not really. I mean, I talked about we've got our new smelting areas going. I don't have any modules in them yet. And in fact, with this whole rebuild thing, we may move these, because I'd kind of like to keep them on one end and shove everything through resource-wise. Have the trains come, to that end and shove everything through. But we still have a lot of these resource patches around in the center. I'm still keeping the cat. I think we'll keep the cat there. We're gonna have to build some kind of memorial around it at some point, I think. We haven't done that yet, but I'm not gonna that's 3.9 million, and I'm not gonna touch it on a world where I'm hurting for iron. So that's saying something, but we'll see. Maybe I'll end up having to go after it. I don't know. But what are you guys' thoughts? I'm with having this sucker built and having these. I think we're going to be able to tear some of this out, so we'll be able to use a lot of this area now. I think I'm going to start pushing towards getting miners on all of these patches, and at least get them started, and then we can figure out. Have a better representation of where they are from there. I started putting down the little icons, but they're still, for my old eyes, they're still a little hard to see. I like being able to turn on the electric network and be able to see where they are. So if I get them all covered, then I'll have a little bit better representation for myself of where they're all at. And I'm going to continue to clear out, like down here, man. We're gonna have a big old bonfire down here. There's a whole bunch of trees, but what I got to do is I got to go through and clear along this edge first, so that when I set these on fire, we don't kill our accumulators. Out here, I'm not as worried about it. That eventually will happen, but mostly I'm looking at, where we plan to build. There's some big forests up here too that we're going to wipe out before we go in and we put in our any of our mining and stuff. So that's the plan, guys. Any guys' thoughts, comments, suggestions on that? I'm happy to listen to them. Beyond that, we're going to continue to push, like I say, push towards getting back into space, and push towards getting built. But yeah, that's it for now. I mean, I don't know a whole lot more than that. We got 40 seconds, so let's go ahead and get back out of this. Yeah. 36 seconds. I know, that's what we're waiting on. I'm curious to see if it's actually going to hit this, what kind of damage it's going to do. Like I say, I brought up some repair kits. Maybe we can fight off the damage while we're here, and go from there. And as soon as this passes, I'm going to lay down that landing pad. I'm going to lay down those warehouses, and we're going to get that set up. And that's going to be the extent of things for this video, I think, at this point. Mostly it was just to show you guys what's going on, and just to kind of touch base. Okay, here we go. So let's do something here just out of curiosity. We got no power, so it doesn't really matter. Here it comes. We should be getting hit, right? 0 seconds. Where you at? There it is. Okay. So there's one. Oh, it's way down here. So it's so far away from us that who cares? There's another one so far away from us, who cares? See where the other ones are. And we can't even see them, they're so far away. We can't even look at them. They're coming closer, maybe. Come on. Okay, that's down on our planet. That's probably just the artillery trains doing their thing. See, here's some more. We can't see them because we don't have radar coverage that far out. Oh, we got another one headed for Novice, but that's okay. We're covered down there. We don't care. But it seems like, and I don't know whether the other planets get hit and we just don't know about it because we don't have a presence there. But since we've discovered them, we ought to know if they hit. But the only two places that have been hit so far are Novice and Novice Orbit. I wonder if it only hits where you have assets, or whether you only get detected where you have assets and it hits the other places too. I suspect, just for computing power and what have you, that it only hits where you have assets. But, you know, that seems a little unfair. Now, it's going to do nothing there because that's, you know, this is part of the Ruins mod. We don't care. And there it is. That's it. All right. So, yeah. So we were just fine. It didn't do nothing to us. Atoll. So that's kind of nice. All right. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. We're going to plop this puppy down. And we're going to grab these. Oops. I probably put that one down too close, didn't I? One out. One out. One out. There we go. What? But that's there. Oh, because there's no power yet. Okay. Yeah. We don't care about that yet. All right, we're good on that. We have a solution for that. Oops. Now we're one too low. There we go. Right? That's everybody. Now we can put these guys down. Ta-da! Now these guys are all powered. So now when we bring stuff up, it'll put it right in these warehouses. And then we can just send all our stuff up. And we won't have to worry about, you know, going up here and what have you and moving it around. It'll go right into the warehouses. We'll be good to go. And then once it's all shipped, we can come on up here and lay our shit out. So there we go, guys. That's it. Let's go back home. Bada bing, bada boom. Brum, brum, brum. We'll send that guy up. As soon as we found out where that is Claudius asteroid belt number 3. All right, so right now though, I think we were scanning this one, were we not? Yes, we were scanning this one. So we will go ahead and get that centered up. There we go. Screenshot that. And then get out of the map view, go back to this view, and stop scan, delete surface, and then asteroid belt, view surface, map, right? All right, okay, and surface scan. There we go. So now we'll let that one go. We'll go ahead and we'll capture, screen cap that one, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So there it is. That's what we're up to. We're just going to keep moving forward. We'll talk to you later. Bye.